Hello, this is Brian Resney, President of Resney Wealth Management. I'm bringing an important update about the economy and the investment markets. You know, good news came out of Europe this morning. Of course, their GDP continues to grow and accelerate a little bit. Generally speaking, as I've talked many months, the world economies are starting to improve and repair themselves. Europe especially, which is obviously the second largest overall economy in the world next to us and China. As we look at emerging market economies, again, they're not doing bad. Some are doing better than others, but generally speaking, very positive, above average GDP growth in the emerging markets. We continue to avoid, though, the emerging markets as an investment sector for one simple reason. They've been relatively weak. And until those markets generally start to get some traction and get relative strength, we're going to avoid emerging markets in general in our Resney Wealth Management portfolios. One of the areas, or two of the areas I should say, that we've been heavily weighted for some time is small and mid cap on an overweighting at Resney Wealth Management because, again, those are showing the most relative strength, generally speaking, over the time frames that we look at. When we look at markets, and we look at especially small and mid cap, and when we see them outperform especially large cap and other sectors, this is generally a very good positive of things possibly to come. While it's no guarantee, generally speaking, small and mid-cap outperformance typically signals strength and a recovering economy, and we're seeing that exactly in the U.S. marketplace. We continue to avoid, really almost at all costs, intermediate and long-term bond or bond investments, and unfortunately, we continue to see clients that hire my firm every month that continue to listen to, unfortunately, conflicted advice from brokerage firms and insurance agents and banks that basically keep them in exactly what they should be avoiding, which is long-dated investments in the bond market and intermediate investments in the bond market. These investments, realistically, in my opinion, have very little upside potential and, if anything, have substantial downside risk and very low interest rates. Remember, as the economy gets better and interest rates slowly start moving up, because, again, the bonds curtailing their bond buy and purchase, it's going to affect interest rates, and interest rates will slowly, as the economy improves, of course, go up. This will be a huge negative for total return, meaning growth or loss, plus the dividend you receive from most bond investments. So again, we continue to avoid those sectors because, again, they've been relatively weak. We like the areas that we're in, especially on the floating rate security side for income and asset protection and diversification. And again, because of the extreme short-term nature of those income-oriented investments. We own a royalty trust, and of course, as I talked earlier, we do have a higher preference on small and mid-cap within the U.S. We're going to continue to avoid emerging markets until we start to see a turn and they start ranking much higher in our overall global tactical opportunity strategy, meaning they need to get relatively strong. They keep seesawing between strength and weakness and basically flatlining or down trends. This is exactly what you want to avoid. If you're a client of Resney Wealth Management and you have a question about your portfolio, please give us a call. If you're not a client of our firm, please call us for a consultation. As I always discuss, it doesn't hurt to talk and get a second opinion. There is a difference, and we do invite you to experience it. Of course, we have a TV show tonight throughout Southwest Florida that will be uploaded on our website by noon tomorrow if you're out of the viewing area. And of course, we do have a live radio show this Sunday from 10 a.m. to noon Eastern. Make sure you send your questions. We can answer those, of course, on the TV or radio show. Make sure you have yourself a safe and profitable day.